Welcome everybody, welcome back to Life Has No Color. My name is Beverly and this is my photography journey. In the last video, if you had a chance to watch that, I was practicing with the flash to try to understand and get a little bit of experience in low light photography, and I discovered that the newer 750 that I was using was not compatible with my Canon, and so I would take a picture and then it would shut off and I would have to turn it on and reset it again, just to be able to use it. So I did order me a new flash and it came over the weekend. I had a chance to take a couple of photographs and just to kind of test it out and to get the feel of it. Now this particular flash Speedlight is, I think, a little easier to use and to understand than the 750 model. One of the things that I am excited about is the fact that I learned that if you use your on-camera flash and you take a picture, well, and maybe I have to figure out too if it's the on-camera flash or if it's just the Speedlight flash, because I took a couple of pictures while I was practicing and I noticed that the flash will add a difference of about 3200 ISO to my picture. So that, I feel like that's important to know, because when I am trying to assess the amount of exposure and and trying to get the settings right, if I use a flash, then I need to account for that extra ISO. I also noticed that it also added about 1/10 of shutter speed. And I'm sure it probably affects the aperture as well, but I'm not exactly sure of that because I haven't gotten that far yet. So, but that's good to know. Like, that is good information to know. So I'm excited that I have the flash. I've already used it. I've already tested it out. I need to I guess just spend a little bit more time learning those basics. I don't know what all of the buttons mean on the flash. I know that TTL will allow you to it basically reads the camera settings and chooses the right settings as a photographer. Like if you're doing studio photography and you already have your lighting and your staging and all that stuff set up, then it's probably really easy to figure out what those settings are and to go ahead and set them, and then taking your pictures, because you've created the environment, right? If you're in an environment that changes, so let's say you are doing street photography and then you start out in the daylight, and then as the sun goes down and you lose light, that it would be important to figure out what those settings are. I don't know. I'm just somebody who wants to learn, but I am telling you right now that it is definitely very, very, very challenging. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot, like, just to be able to wrap my head around it. And I think what I'm gonna have to do is to give myself some keywords. So for instance, even though there may not be any movement in the picture, shutter speed is still very important to your photograph. And so I'm going to have to figure out what that is in terms of a still photo versus something that's moving. Because I know, like, if I was, you know, out near some water, or if I was out and the trees were blowing, or there was a car going past or something, like, there's definitely, some application there. I think that would be easier than for something that's not moving, and how that affects your picture, because I've taken some pictures of some stuff and it was all blurred even though nothing was moving. So I don't know, like, this is it's a lot. It's a lot to just know and to understand. And I don't expect the process to be easy or quick. I know that, for some people it takes a really long time to just know, all of the principles and the elements of photography, and to just, be really good at it. And I know too that, if you have like a great camera, that probably helps, because probably regardless of your settings, it's probably really difficult to mess things up to where they can't be fixed in post-processing. I don't know. That's an assumption. If you are a photographer and you're watching this video, let me know if there's any truth to that. I don't know. It just sounds good, to be perfectly honest. And so, yeah, I'm just trying to figure it all out.